same farm fans. Hay as far as the eye can see. It's second cutting time, and I'm in this last field of, now this set of backyards of all 5 or 6. This one has the cleanest grass in it, but it's a little rough. So I'm only in second gear instead of third, trying not to bump around too much. Sometimes I feel like going faster, but when the camera's out, I guess we'll go slow. Well, that's the mower back there, same mower, everything's going fine. Just dealing with this one last, I didn't feel like bumping around to start the day. I'll catch you guys with the raking here in a hot second. Hi Shane.
Hello.
Yeah, I got some help today. We're stocking hay in this loft. Everybody remembers that video from last year. The nuisance of this is it's brighter outside than it is inside. And sometimes the bales don't like to take the ride up the escalator to go, you know, on a roller coaster. Sometimes they don't sit and grab or something. We were doing okay. I need to get up there and start stacking. But we're just shooting some quick video for this week because I mowed more yesterday and we got a bunch of dry weather and a bunch of hay to do. So we're getting empty wagons right now. Yay, stacking. Oh, that magical moment. We found the last bale and we made that big stack. 500 something bales. The extension cord, coil it up and hang it off to the side. Ah, yes. I think that's all the hay I'm gonna have to put in here. I'm done. It's a tall stack. That took a good long while and it's still warm even at the end of September. It's a little cool at night, but once the afternoon comes it gets warm, and I didn't get this done as fast in the morning as I thought I would have. Well, here we go, raking. I already raked that field on the other side of the driveway, and now I'm on the next one. I think I wore out my help yesterday, so we're a little short-handed, but the good news is we're having light drought conditions, which for this time of year is normal and fantastic. It's great to be dry in the fall because this is the first day of fall. The hay's dry, didn't have to ted it. I mean, second cut's never as thick as first. So I'm raking 5 of my 7-foot cuts together, except for right there where we're coming to an odd spot and where we found out the shape of this field is not a perfect rectangle. But it narrows towards the back. But I'd say it's pretty good second cut. I'll take it, especially for how dry. I would be kind of surprised how well it regrew. So I'm gonna keep raking. Same old here. Sometimes I wish I had the hitch to pull 2 lefties to make this quicker. But all in due time. Oh, yay. Yeah, waiting for that willow tree to die. The other one died. Now I just need to get out here and get it cleaned up sometime. I really like when we bale hay over here at Sam's. Gives me a chance to be lazy. Use the camera a lot more. And spend plenty of time watching Sam stack hay. It's a great deal. While we're baling field number 2, I left the camera on the 29 because I traded with Brennan when he got here. Brennan is now raking, and I'm driving baler, so I can suffer from my own raking mistakes. Because I was running into issues. I don't know how I can tell how windy it is. There, look at the willow tree. Do you see like the fronds or whatever blowing? Yeah, that's only a gentle breeze. They were about sideways a couple times. I was just watching the hay go full dust bowl and try to blow away, and it was trying to undo some of my windrows. That was really annoying. So I figured I guess I'll be the one to drive baler and try to collect it all, so that way we don't leave too much. I mean, I'm okay with playing cleanup at the end. But I don't want to, because we're running short on daylight. We're obviously not going to finish this today, these 6 backyards. Yeah, I wore my help out yesterday. Shane, he says he's feeling it today and not feeling so well. Might have some heat exhaustion going on, unfortunately. And he's retired Army, like just got out last week. I figured they'd be in pretty good shape. I guess I thought wrong, unfortunately. Look at those beautiful windrows. It looks even better in a bale. What I love about second cut is just like how green the hay is. How bright and vibrant, all that color. Then in a week, it'll oxidize and not look so green until you move the bales around and get inside the stack. Woo boy, that's a fat windrow. That's my fault. I just decided 5 was what it was going to be, and there's thinner spots where 5 is great. We should probably pick a not so fast gear and try not to throw Sam off the wagon. That's one thing the driver has to keep in mind, is the poor stacker and not tossing them off. So don't shove the clutch in too quick when they're standing at the front waiting for a bale. Okay, let's see if I can get this all in there. And also not plug the baler. That's a real good one. The wind really hated me on that little section. Well, that's a full wagon load.
Which one?
That one.
Out of the 3, it still looks pretty good.
Well, there's a lot of sunshine. There's room on the other ones. There's not much room on this one. Luckily, we saved room for you guys.
Thanks. Okay.
Had to toss a couple on the baler to make sure we could make it back across the field. Wow, lovely. I think we made close to 500.
Today?
It says the spring's broken. I still haven't got another spring to fix it. But I know I can jelly bean math it and guess there's 150-ish on each wagon. Plus the one Sam took makes 500. Yay! Oh yeah, you got a plan to fall down? Yay! Is your coming down, Brennan?
Yep.
Oh, good. We got room for these 2 bales up there now. Oh, well, you can come down. I can get them from the ground.
Okay. You gonna walk on the chute again? Like
no, I'll just toss them up there. Oh, that's safe. Run with the bale hooks. Don't run with scissors, kids. Well, here we are on the little custom job. You saw the same custom job I was here with the case earlier in the summer. Now we usually get to 2 cuttings here and second cut. As a kind of a snowstorm. There's a lot of sage grass. But as our fan and owner, Carl here, one of my favorite phrases of his, it makes a turd. So his horses eat it, and it must go through them. So it is digestible somehow. And the other favorite phrase of hay season, it beats a snowball. Well, it's time to blow out the baler and leave the fuzz here. And the biggest thing is to make it so the wind is to our back. Oh, this will be fun. Woo! Don't want to take any of this with us. It's less about the dust and dirt and more about the fuzz. Because that's the seed of the sage grass. So glad we got a little bit of a breeze today, or else this can be really challenging. Especially if the breeze was not blowing away from us. I have never done this before. I mean, I've raked tons of hay, but I'm raking windrows as triples on second cut. Usually second cut, I'm raking 4 or 5 or a whole bunch together. And that's probably a testament to the fact that this field got mowed at the end of June. Instead of like being in July, it was like June 18th. So it had that much more time to regrow, and I raked 4 on the outside windrow, and I've got a huge pile to deal with. So I'm keeping these a little bit small, but I think 4 would get a little big. We're just going to do the standard triples like I do in first cut. Hey, it's a good thing, but also first cut was that soft. I'd be curious to see how many second cut bales we make here. Yeah, well, I keep going this. I started from the backwards corner, so I'm always making left-hand turns like NASCAR. Oh yes, what a load. And the sun's conveniently getting very, very low. But this wagon, it's 175 before the front column, so there's over 180 bales on here, and that's more than half a first cutting. Plus there's a section over yonder that I'm gonna round bale because I don't know, second cutting got a little funky. So I'm just gonna round bale to feed it to the cows real easy and not have to deal with it because I don't want to handle it by hand. So yeah. It's weird because this was mowed June 18th, so it's had, well, this is end of, September 20th-ish. So I had July, August, quite a bit of September to grow. I guess that would help for the second cutting to be pretty large. Now, very rarely do I get much first cutting made that early. second cut here. And, well, I'm round baling second cut. I got tired of unloading hay wagons. I think I've got plenty in storage. It's actually been a pretty good year for hay. I just got tired of cutting. There might be another field or two I could maybe want to do, and maybe those fields could have used another inch of rain. But I am loving the dryness. It's great, and I've got as much hay as any other year that I've ever made, so I'm okay with calling it quits here soon. You know what doesn't go very well? Looking out the back and trying to video. So we gotta back up and get back on course here. I'm just having too much fun with the camera. Now, one fun thing with second cut in this baler, it's like it kind of burps. You watch the pickup down there. Now, it may not do it now. Of course, it's not going to do it now, but it'll be like spitting hay back out the pickup. Like, it'll be rolling the bale just fine, but I guess because this stuff's so short that it doesn't quite make it from the top roller to the bottom roller, and it's really hard to do this on the outside round, so I should be watching where I'm going forward. There's a little bit of stuff here that's not super pretty. That's kind of why I'm okay with round baling it, like a few odd patches of foxtail, and maybe a little bit of, like a couple corners where there's little patches of thistle, and I'm just like, well, we'll just round bale it and be done.